Welcome to the Shared Experience podcast. I am your host, Nicole Roberts. Today, we are diving into a topic that it's deep: starting over. Let me say that again for someone who needs to hear it clearly today. Starting over is okay. Not just okay, it's necessary sometimes. It's powerful, and for many of us, it's the very thing that leads us into purpose. Now, I'm not speaking from theory, I'm speaking from experience. Real life moments where I had to pause, reflect, and rebuild from the ground up. There was a season in my life where everything felt uncertain. My health was challenged for almost 2 years. Physically, I was tired. Mentally, I was drained. Spiritually, I was searching, but also growing. And here's the thing. On the outside, it didn't look like anything was changing. I was praying, I was fasting, I was believing, but the situation stayed the same. Have you ever been there? Where you're doing everything right, but life still feels stuck? In that season, I had to start over, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually. I had to relearn how to think, relearn how to trust, relearn how to believe in myself again. Because starting over is not always about changing your location. Sometimes it's about changing your mindset. I remember waking up some mornings feeling grateful just to have strength. Not 100%, not perfect, but strength. And I began to appreciate the simple things. Breathing, walking, thinking clearly, having hope. That was my reset moment. Because when life strips things away from you, it forces you to rebuild on a stronger foundation. And that's what starting over really is. It's rebuilding, but this time with wisdom. If you're listening right now and you're in that place, maybe you had to start over in your career, maybe a relationship ended, maybe your plans didn't work out the way you expected. Maybe life just happened, and now you're standing at a place where everything feels unfamiliar. Let me encourage you. You are not behind, you are being repositioned. Starting over doesn't mean you failed. It means you had the courage to say, this version of my life is not where I'm supposed to stay. That takes strength. Because it's easy to stay stuck. It's easy to stay comfortable. It's easy to stay in what's familiar, even when it's not good for you. But starting over, that's a bold move. Let's be honest, starting over is not pretty. There are moments of doubt, moments of fear, moments where you question yourself like, am I making the right decision? I have been there. I have questioned everything. My direction, my purpose, even my progress. But one thing I held on to was faith. Because even when I couldn't see the outcome, I trusted that something greater was being prepared for me. And during that season, something shifted in me. I realized that growth doesn't always come from things getting better. Sometimes it comes from things breaking. Because when things break, you get to rebuild them the right way. Stronger, wiser, and more intentional. If you're starting over right now, I want to give you a few things to hold on to. First, give yourself grace. You're not supposed to have everything figured out immediately. Second, take small steps. You don't have to rebuild your entire life overnight. One step at a time is enough. Third, stay connected to purpose. Even if the path changes, your purpose doesn't disappear. And fourth, don't compare your journey. Everyone's timeline is different. There's something powerful about being in a place where all you have is faith, because that's where real transformation happens. That's where you discover who you really are, beyond titles, beyond expectations, beyond what people think. Today, I can honestly say I am still on my journey of recovery, mentally, physically, spiritually, but I'm stronger. Not because everything is perfect, but because I didn't give up on myself. And that's what I want for you. So if you're standing at the edge of a new beginning, don't be afraid. Step into it. Even if your steps are small, even if your voice shakes, even if you're unsure. Because every great story includes a chapter where everything had to start over. Starting over is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where you are wiser, stronger, more aligned with who you are meant to be. So embrace it. Trust the process, and most importantly, trust yourself. Thank you for tuning into the Shared Experience podcast. If this episode speaks to you, share it with someone who might need that reminder today that starting over is okay. Until next time, stay encouraged, stay grounded, and keep growing.